Hey Ethan, we've been recently talking about individual development plans for hitting for each of the players on the team, and I have yours done. So in this video, there's an analysis of your swing and really focus in on a couple areas where we're gonna do some drills for improvement, and I think this will give you the best opportunity to really progress your swing and your hitting. So take a look at the video and then the analysis, and then afterwards there's the drills that are related to those things. And let's reconnect after you watch this, and we'll keep working at it during practice. All right, Ethan, let's get into the videos for your individual development plan. On the left is you hitting off a tee recently, and on the right is you hitting a front toss at the hitting clinic we did at the barn. I wanted to show that because I think it really does showcase what we're gonna try to work on with a ball moving towards you. You wanna lunge out at it. Versus the tee on the left, I see some signs of improvement with that, but it's a stationary ball, and I think it's easier for you to stay back and maybe get on a good plane when the ball is stationary. So let's run through these real quick, then we'll jump into the drills. First, on the right, I just want to jump in here. Look how everything's falling forward heavy, the hard landing on the left foot, and the arms are going at the same time. You give up power when you do that, right? And then when you do this, you only give yourself one plane to swing on. When the arms fall forward, you swing down. Okay, this is what we've seen with your swing, that descending blow. Here's the problem. The ball is coming in on an opposite plane. So you actually crushed this ball, right? Because you met it right there at that perfect intersection. You've heard a lot of the coaches say, Ethan, get out front, hit it out front. Because you're so strong, if you can time it up perfectly, you're gonna crush the ball. And honestly, with only about 70% of your power, like I said before, your hands are falling forward too early. You're losing that separation. So you haven't even tapped into your full potential from a power standpoint. But you're not giving yourself many opportunities. You have to catch that ball perfectly timing-wise. What if you were a little... Let me undo that one. What if you were a little late? Here, here, or here? Unfortunately, your bat doesn't get in the zone back there. You may hit that second circle, but it's certainly not the other ones that are coming back more if you're beat on a fast pitch or something outside and away. So that's why bat path is really important. You've got to get on the same plane as the ball and get in that plane early to give yourself the best chance. All right, let's just take a look quickly at the left. Again, things are a little bit improved here, but I can show you how you launch. You don't land as heavy. I can see that your weight is back. That's much better, Ethan. But your hands are dropping as you're striding forward. And we know at this point, your elbow should be up behind your fists and the knob should be the catcher to create that separation. Because there's a sequence of events. The front heel lands, this left hip opens, and then the hands go. All right, so we're gonna work on just continuing to get a good launch, not landing heavy on the front side, and keeping the hands up until the heel lands and the hips open. Okay, so that's the first thing we're gonna work on. Then we're gonna work on bat path. And again, with bat path, it's really dictated by the shoulders. You'll actually see here, look, you're actually in the zone a little bit earlier here compared to the one on the right. And your bat path is slightly up. I'll just try to draw it here. I think you're slightly working uphill. And you're in the zone somewhat early, right? You roll over. Now, I don't think this is gonna be the top thing we're gonna address, but take a look at the ball flight. And it's because your top hand rolls over and you create top spin. So instead of carrying a hard backspin ball to the gap, to the outfield, this is probably a low line drive. And that's because you're rolling over. But again, I want to focus on the most important two key things. And I think that's a really solid launch position, not getting heavy on the front side, keeping the hands up, and then getting into a bat path. And the thing I'll just say about bat path, it's all about the shoulders, that it should be right under left. And if I go over here where we really saw the descending blow, your shoulders are pretty much flat, okay? So we'll work on your shoulder tilt, which creates good bat path and a good launch, and what your hands are doing to get into a good bat path, all right? So let's jump into those related drills. Okay, this video is all about getting into the right bat path early and as long as possible. Some of our players on our swing don't have a bat path that matches the ball's flight. So the ball is coming downhill like this, right? Higher to lower down to the catcher. So our bat has to match that and get into the plane early in case we're late, on time, and then out in front, we're still on plane and can pull it. So we're just gonna use a PVC pipe. If you don't have one, you should pick one up at the Home Depot or Lowe's. This is a 4-foot, half-inch PVC pipe. It's just a few dollars and can be a great tool for you to use at the house. So the first thing to understand is that we have to get the hands involved, right? A lot of times we're really armsy, or we rush the arms and the hands like this. This is a lot of arms. The hands aren't doing much. So to get the feel, get a sense for the hands, just do this a few times, not going past parallel, but this gets the palms up and down. So this palm facing the pitcher goes up, this bottom hand is down. This is palm up, palm down. You hear about that, right? Palm up, palm down, at impact, through extension. This starts happening early in the swing. So in order to pick up a lot of bat speed, I've said this before in other videos, the bat actually works backwards first, and that's by moving the hands. So you go to launch, and then this starts happening, right? Palm up, palm down here. As you rotate, gets you into a good position, to almost a slot, which is knob to pitcher, right rear arm against the right ribs. This is slot position. So if the drill here is getting this sense, then coming here, and I want you to do an outside pitch you got beat on. So right at your, the middle of your torso, go to launch, and then just feel this real quick here, palm up, palm down working. Okay, now engage the hips, palm up, palm down, and turn right here, and extend out to that outside pitch. Launch, feel the bat going backwards here, knob coming up, turn, and extend out, all right? Now do a middle of the zone. Launch, feel this as the hips turn, coming back to slot, and we talk about the exits, right? Exit 1's that outside pitch for extension. Now you're at exit 2, almost that knob is almost pointing. That's what I love about the PVC pipe, it being long. It's almost pointing at that pitch right out in front of the plate, and then you extend through, okay? Launch, feel that a little bit here, just to get a feel for it. Here, pass 1, 2, extend. Now you're early. Launch, knob to catcher, chest over plate, heels up, put the heel down, turn the hips, knob up, bat going back. Here, exit 1, exit 2, extend out to 3. You can go a little bit faster after you get the hang of it. One more test here, making sure I feel that. There. All right, so this PVC pipe will give you a good sense of getting on the path early. You can also go across your shoulders, launch, and turn. Our shoulders are always working right under left for a right-hander, and they're in relation to the ball height. If it's a high ball, your shoulders are going to be slightly below. If it's a low ball, your shoulders are going to have more tilt. So you can do this too. Just touch the tee or touch the ball. And you can move that tee height around. One other last thing to talk about getting the hands working this way, palm up, palm down. Put this right off your back foot. Get into a position here, kind of go to launch. Heel down, you can work on sequence, hip, and then hands going back. All right, this pole right now is bending away from me because I'm trying to get my hand backwards. If I'm used to doing this in the swing, that's hands moving forward, it would look wrong and it would look like this way, right? That means I'm trying to bring my hands this way if it bows towards the pitcher. So just a simple drill. Do this 10 or 15 times, take a few swings, come back to it 10 or 15 times, And it's just building that muscle memory of getting palm up, palm down right here. There. All right, some good drills to use with a PVC pipe to help you get on the bat path early and all the way through the zone. Okay, this next drill's to focus in on making sure that the hands and body don't lunge forward during the swing, really specifically during launch. So everyone knows that this is launch position, but in reality what happens, we're eager to hit the ball, and when we go to do our pullback and stride, which is launch, we rush with the hands, and it ends up looking like this, right? We're not patient keeping these up until the front foot lands. So the drill today is Babe Ruth, the Griffey drill. You know, take your normal stance. Again, making sure that the tee is in front of a home plate. Take your normal stance, then pull it back to just a couple inches, okay? And you're gonna take a stride and be kind of slow with it. Go ahead and get into your coil, a little bit of a hip coil here, knob to catcher. Feel that in kind of your back hip. And then you're just picking up your foot and you're striding that longer distance, keeping the hands up here, elbow behind fist, until the front heel lands. Here we go. Coil, sit into it. That. All right, a modification of this is you can take a ball, same thing set up, put your foot on the ball. And by having your foot raised, you're really going to have to feel more into your back leg. So foot on the ball, coil, and then just pick it up and hover. Keeping the back, again, keeping this up until the front heel lands. That's the Griffey drill. All right, Ethan. Hey, I know that was a long video and, you know, a decent amount of information, but it is things that we've talked about before, so I hope it makes sense. Let's connect after you watch this and talk through it a little bit. But now you know your two specific things and drills that you're working on at home, and whenever we're in a cage at a team, you walk into the cage, you know your T drills or your PVC pipe drills, and I think with clear focus on these things, we'll really be able to see you progress your swing. And so it's a lot of hard work though. You gotta love the process, and so I wanted to put up a picture here. This is Coopertown Dream Park, and just something for you to aim for and think about. All, you know, the extra hard work that you're putting in, we do that over the next couple of months, and I think it'll really show up by the time we arrive into New York. So look forward to working with you on this and talking with you further.